Claude Cowork is the part of the Claude desktop app that doesn't just respond to your questions, it actually uses your computer for you. It can open files, sort folders, read documents, and create finished work, which is something regular AI chats like ChatGPT or Claude cannot do. When you open the app, you will see Chat, Cowork, and Code, and today we are jumping into Cowork. It again looks like a regular chat window, but here's the difference. You're not asking the AI how to do something, you're asking it to do the thing itself. For example, if your downloads folder is a mess, you can give Cowork access and say, organize this folder by file type. Hit run and you will literally watch it clean up the message for you. No instructions and no dragging files around, and you don't have to manually sort anything. That's the core idea. Regular AI gives you steps, but Cowork takes the steps for you. And once you get that, you start seeing how powerful this is, not just for organizing files, but for research, documents, planning, spreadsheets, presentations, and tons of repetitive workflows. Today, I'm going to show you 6 insanely useful Cowork features that will instantly level you up to the S tier in the world of AI. The first feature is that Claude Cowork can work with your real files. And this is a big difference from normal AI chat. Usually, if you want AI to help with a file, you have to upload that file onto the chat first. But with Cowork, you don't have to upload even a single file. Let's say I have a folder with a bunch of photos. I need all the photos to have a square aspect ratio. Instead of opening every single file in a special folder, crop it, and then save again, which will take me hours at least, I can simply point the folder to Claude Cowork desktop app, then simply say, crop all photos to 1:1 aspect ratio and make sure it has a face. And that's it. Claude Cowork goes to work, finishes everything and puts them in the same folder. And it even looked at every single photo to make sure it didn't crop any faces. Neat, right? Hours of effort saved. If there is a task that is repetitive, for example, you can say something like, every Friday at 9 a.m., go through this folder and organize the new files. Or every morning, check these documents and prepare a quick summary. So you can delegate such tasks to Cowork to save time. To schedule a task, there are 2 ways to do it. The first one is from inside Cowork. You can start a new task, write what you want to ask Claude to do, and then type /schedule. That opens the scheduling option, where you can tell Claude how often you want this task to run. The second way is from the Schedule section in the sidebar. You can click Scheduled, then click New Task, give it a task name, write the prompt, choose how often it should run, like hourly, daily, weekdays, or weekly, and then save it. So for example, I can say every Friday at 9 a.m., organize my downloads folder and separate images, videos, screenshots, and documents. So after I schedule this, I don't have to keep asking Claude again and again. It can run that task on the schedule that I set. Schedule tasks in Claude Cowork don't run if your laptop is completely asleep or if the Claude desktop app is closed. So it's not like cloud automation that keeps running even when your laptop is shut. Your computer needs to be awake and Claude needs to be open. And if it misses a scheduled task, Claude can run it later when your computer wakes up or when you open the app again. The next feature is that Claude Cowork can control your apps and browser. Claude Cowork is not just reading a file and giving you an answer. It can actually open apps, click around, use your browser, go to websites, and complete steps on the screen. For example, let's say I need to buy a few things from Amazon. I don't want to spend half an hour searching, reading reviews, comparing options, and checking ingredients. I can ask Cowork something like, open Amazon and find a lightweight Korean sunscreen for the face that has good ratings, does not leave a white cast, and looks suitable for daily use. Also, find a toddler balance bike without pedals and add both of these to the cart. Then Cowork can search, compare options, and add the items to the cart for me to review. And that last part is important. I would still review everything before buying it, especially for skincare or anything for kids. But instead of starting from zero and doing all the searching myself, Cowork does the first round of work for me. So this feature is really useful for tasks where you normally jump between websites, apps, documents, and folders. Cowork can handle a lot of that clicking around while you focus on something else. Before we move on, I want to quickly thank Xero for sponsoring this part of the video. If you missed it, Xero is a cloud-based accounting software that runs the money side of your business. Money in, money out, and what you owe when tax season shows up. And business is doing a lot of work in that sentence. Freelancers, creators, Etsy shops, photographers, tutors, anyone with a side hustle, it's built exactly for that kind of messy one-person operation. The feature that probably saves me the most time is Xero's bank reconciliation. Xero connects straight to your bank, pulls in your transactions automatically, and JAX, it's the AI assistant, helps categorize and match everything up. Client payments, business expenses, subscriptions, it all gets organized without me having to comb through every line item. Tasks that used to take an entire Sunday afternoon can now be knocked out in minutes. The other piece I lean on is the dashboard. The second I log in, I can see exactly how much cash I still have, what's still owed to me, and what's going out this month. As a solo creator, your income is all over the place, and seeing it laid out plainly means that I'm just not guessing. Xero has a special offer, get 90% off for 6 months using the link below. Terms and conditions apply. 6 months at that price is basically free, and the time you save is very real. Link is down in the description if you want to check it out. Now let's get back to the video. The next feature is that Claude Cowork can create editable spreadsheets and slides. Think of how much time this alone would save for working professionals. For example, let's say I have a bunch of documents, data, research, customer feedback, etc. in a particular folder. I now need to create a presentation based on those documents. These documents are hundreds of pages long. Think of how long it would take to read all of them, find the highlights, and make a presentation out of it. But Claude Cowork can just do it in minutes. I can say something like, look at all the documents in this folder, find the highlights, summarize the important details, and then create at least a 10-page presentation that is professional and visually easy to understand instead of being text-heavy. And within minutes, I have a professional, highly visual PowerPoint presentation. Now, if I have to present it, I need to understand the data, right? I can ask Cowork to help me with that too, like summarizing each document, putting the data in a table, or whatever help to ramp me up on the presentation. You can create spreadsheets, Word documents, or even simple animations. Projects are Claude Cowork's way of keeping your work clean and organized. Instead of throwing all your files and instructions into one giant pile, you can create separate workspaces for each thing that you do, like YouTube scripts, brand deals, research, personal planning, or even something super common like managing your tax documents or job applications. Each project gets its own files, notes, and instructions. So if I make a YouTube project, I can store all my video ideas, old scripts, sponsored information, and my writing style all in one place. But when I come back to it later, Claude already knows the context, so I don't have to re-explain my tone, my channel, or my workflow every time. Using this is easy. Just go to projects, create a new one, give it a name, and drop in whichever files or instructions belong here. After that, Any chat or co-work task inside that project automatically uses that background. And the result, you're not starting from zero every session. Each project becomes its own mini workspace where Claude remembers what you're working on and helps you stay organized across everything you do. If you're juggling multiple things, work, personal life, side projects keep everything separated and makes Claude way more useful over time. The next feature is honestly one of my favorites. You can trigger co-work tasks from your phone even when you're not near your computer. Your phone becomes the remote control and your desktop does the heavy lifting. So imagine you're out for a walk or cooking or lying on the couch and you suddenly remember something that you need Claude to handle. You just open the Claude mobile app, type the task, and boom, your desktop starts working in the background. And this doesn't have to be simple stuff. You can ask Cowork to do something genuinely useful, like go through all my documents in my job application folder, find every mention of my start dates, and email me a clean summary. You're not opening files, you're not searching through PDFs, you're not writing the email. Cowork does all of it while you're away from your computer. All you need is the latest Claude desktop app running on your computer and the Claude mobile app on your phone. Then from your phone, you can send a Cowork task and your desktop instantly picks it up. The important thing to remember is that your computer has to be awake, connected to the internet, and Claude's desktop needs to be open. So it's not like your laptop can be fully shut and Claude will still magically do the work. Okay, I hope this was useful. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.